Alright, take two. We're going to try this again. I had to set up my phone the other way. And I also got double action here so that I can catch the comments up on the screen. Hopefully. Alright, we're going to search for tools. Got to get everything taken apart so that I can fix this oil leak, because I want to hit a track today somewhere. I got the oil drained out of it already, so it shouldn't be too bad. All the screws should be, yeah, it's working now. I had my phone turned the other way and it just looks funny when you upload it in that little bitty screen. Cleaned the bike up today. It took forever. It was dirty. But as you can see, this sight glass down here isn't seated in like it should be, and I'm gonna have to pop this cover, and hopefully I can get it to seat, because I want to ride. No work today, which is a good thing for riding. It's not a good thing for paying the bills. Yeah, hauling scrap is no fun. Alright. See if I can get the live stream up on the screen. Hang in there with me, guys. There we go. Got you on the big screen. Alright. Gotta get my clutch off. Yeah. It's coming. Money's coming for sure. As soon as summertime hits. It's just so slow right now. And I've got vacation days, so I'm still getting paid, so it's all good. Fix y'all up a tripod. I need my camera guy here. Look at that. There we go. I believe my camera guy's on the way. It's kind of weird watching the screen up there because it's behind. There's a delay. Need some music playing, but YouTube doesn't like that too much. Oil was still clean. That's a good thing, because it's been rode hard past 3 or 4 rides. We put it through the test, and it's passed every test we throw at it. So I found maybe a CBR 600 motor for the Redbeard cart. That would be nasty. A friend of mine wrecked his, and he's ready to get rid of it. It's almost if we can snatch it up at a reasonable price. Put it on the cart. It'll be nasty. That's for sure. Alright, searching for tools, guys. Gotta hang in there. Gotta get your foot pegs off. Same as last time. Over and over again. I put so much time in this bike, I want it to be right. Put it on let go, see if any takers, but I got too much in it, and I love riding it too much to sell. We got the XR70 running last night though. Put the new piston and rings and cylinder and head and everything on it. Kicked it a couple of times, fired right up. We'll probably have that out in the trail soon. We got the 250 over here. I thought about getting the CRF 250 out today. It's just so big to haul around, and it likes the high test gas as well, and that's expensive. And I'm not about expensive today. See who all's in here. Anybody watching? Have I bored you to death taking the bike apart? Alright. Alright, the oil leak's coming from the sight glass. And Etard said he's on his way. That's awesome. Yeah, those Chinese 110s are awesome. This one's just now getting broke in, but it'll be right. No, the sight glass, what happened was you're supposed to seat it in there when you put this new cover on, because it's a new cover. It come with the full manual clutch, and it was already installed whenever I got the case, so I didn't think to check it, and it was just not seated in there well. So I'm going to pull everything off, clean it up, and see if I can put maybe some sealing on it, or maybe it kind of looks crooked, like it's not seated in there well. Tried to contact T-Bolt because I'm not sure. I think it slides in from the outside in, and if that's the case, then definitely got to take it off, push it back out, and clean it up, clean the seal up, maybe put some sealant on it. I got sealant for days up in here, and then pop it back in, let it sit for a little while I rebuild the carb. Not really rebuild it, just clean it up. I think I got some trash in there. Hope that's what it is anyway, because it'll start up and run. It just cuts out. My filter maybe stopped up. I didn't have a new filter for it whenever we put it together, so I robbed a filter off of another bike because I got tired of it stopping up. And it's an old filter, so therefore it's could be stopped up. Could be full of water for all I know. Clutch was so tight, the cable was almost too short for the clutch. Yeah, see, that thing just popped right out. I don't know if you can see that or not. But we're gonna fix it right up, because I've got brake clean for days, because the XR70 motor broke a piston. I think I showed y'all that the other day, and all the piston pieces was down in the crankcase. I have not seen the V-twin of this engine. I would love to see one. It sounds like a BMW type motor. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. So I got my little tablet here so I can try to keep up with the comments, and I got you up on the screen. So let's see, I got the sight glass here. It's just a regular old sight glass with a rubber seal around it. And I think what I'm going to do is put some sealant on it. Alan Milliard. I will look him up for sure because that sounds awesome. I wonder what those motors come on. Factory. That would be awesome. Yeah, definitely E-Tard. V-twin. That would be something else. Alright guys, let's see what we can do about this. Need to get this oil cleaned off the case. Make y'all dizzy carrying y'all around. He machined it, huh? I've heard of people doing some crazy stuff. I thought about doing the, I don't know if y'all have ever seen it, but they take a engine, like any motorcycle engine, take the piston and everything off of it and cap it off and use it as a gearbox for a go-kart. And I have a 1000 cc generator motor at the house right now that I would love to put on any kart, anything really. And I'd like to do the transmission type thing with it, mainly because it comes with a tapered shaft, which is a nightmare because it's hard to find anything that'll go on a tapered shaft except for a pulley. And if I could just put a pulley on there to a transmission type deal, it would be awesome. So I'm gonna try to look into that. Maybe not for the Redbeard kart because it's going full motorcycle motor of some kind. 600 would be a beast. It'd be so crazy. Ninja 250 is what I'd like to do. That'd be awesome. But they're hard to find for cheap. My price range is very slim. So now I'm looking for some more brake clean. He's got it all hid. Let me switch y'all around so you can see what I'm doing. There we go. Yeah, definitely. The 600 would be a beast. It would definitely hang with the razors on the trail, I think, because it has no weight, which would probably end up hurting us in the long run. Being so light, it might just spin the whole time. Another problem we're going to run into is the front end being so light. We may need to slide the seats forward a little, put more weight on the front so that we have some grip on the front tires to turn. Because even with a Predator opened up, those things don't like to turn for nothing. That seal just sits down in there, and that's why it was leaking. It wasn't seated in there good. I might even clean this up with a wire brush. I don't know. All right. Missing out on a good vacation next weekend. My mom and stepdad are going to Destin. I wanted to go and take the pit bike and do some vlogging down there on the beach. Yeah, that's funny you say that, because when I was a kid, we had a neighbor that had a bunch of carts, and we always tried to jump them because it just seemed cool to jump a cart. We got to where we would jump them a little bit, and we noticed that they did. They always kind of nose down. Old boy in the neighborhood had a cousin over, and he come over to ride with us, and we told him, if you jump, be careful. And he hit the jump and nosed down a little bit, and when he did, he nailed the throttle and went off this wall about 4 foot high, and the cart landed on top of him. It was crazy. Crazy. We thought he was dead. When you're a kid like that and something like that happens, half the people just ran. Just run home. It was fun. We had a good time growing up. We had carts and buggies. Man, I was watching the Cars and Cameras with the CT70. Man, in my neighborhood when I was a kid, I bet there was 6 or 8 of them things. Different people had them. And yeah, definitely a good thing we were young, because if I fell over on a cart on top of me now, I would probably be out for months. Just dead. Let's see. I got this here. Mega Gray. That's more of a gasket maker. Resist oil and water. It came with a kit. Man, we bought that kit. It came with, let me show y'all. This is the little XR70. Look at that side cover. Stepdad painted that up. It looks good. He's gonna paint the center section and the other cover as well. But we got the cylinder with the piston and the rings and the wrist pin, a new head with the valves, cam, timing gear, everything from here up, new spark plug, everything with gaskets and everything for like $90. He also had to order an exhaust for it. He found an exhaust for the XR70 for $30. Aftermarket racing exhaust. Crazy. We put it on there last night. He's got a fuel line problem because he got this from some little kid, and he had definitely not known what he was doing. But the fuel line's like a big vacuum line, and it's too long and it's kinked, so it wasn't getting fuel. But we sprayed a little starting fluid in the carburetor, fired right up. Loud, of course. We only run it a second, just to, more or less, just to hear it fire, make us feel better. But something cool about these motors, which a lot of people might already know it, but on the bottom of the XR70 motor, you got your drain, your oil drain plug, and then there's another one that looks just like an oil drain plug. Well, when he bought the bike from the guy, he said, man, I took the oil drain plug out and a spring popped out of there. And I didn't know what it was. Never messed with the XR70. Last XR70 I had was probably when I was 13 years old that I worked on. I had one, my son had one. Never worked on it. But that's actually your timing chain tensioner is on the bottom of the motor. your oil plug sits flat on the bottom, and see if I can get down here. This is your oil plug, and this one over here, it kind of sits at an angle. That's your timing chain tensioner, believe it or not. It goes up in there, a spring and your tensioner all on the bottom. So if anybody out there's got an XR70 and go to change your oil, be sure to get the bigger of the two that sits flat, or your timing chain will be loose and you'll have a tick after you change your oil. You'll think your motor's shot. Well, it's not. You'll end up selling it to somebody really cheap. Alright, back to what I was doing. Yeah, it's crazy. Like on the KLXs and most of your bikes, the timing chain tensioner is up here on top. Looks like a little top hat, and it's spring loaded. I did learn this one actually on my bike came out of a DRZ 125 because they're exactly the same. But you can reset them. I forget exactly how I done it. I'll do a tutorial on that because it's pretty handy. You can reset the spring after you take it out and put it back in, and it'll tighten your chain up. I passed on, when I was looking for this bike, I passed on one or two because they sound like they were about to fly apart. And the whole time, all it was timing chain slapping because the tensioner wasn't doing its job. I wish I would have got them because they were decent deals. I think I had one for 500 bucks. Good looking bike. Had camouflage graphics on it. And I passed on it because I thought the engine was about to fly apart. Little did I know it could have been fixed with maybe 15 minutes worth of work. So let me see if I can round up some. Look at the delay on the live. I'm holding the camera still. It's still down there talking about timing chains. Just now getting to the TV. That's crazy. It'll throw you a loop because if you try to watch it, it'll throw you off because you just get lost. In the cabinet, got another thing of Mega Blue. Son has a Z50. It may be worn. I would look for the tensioner on that Z50. They do get worn, of course, just like any chain. But if it's never been adjusted, if it can be adjusted, I would try that. Definitely. So I found some Mega Blue. And I got some Mega Gray. I don't know the difference. This is gasket maker, that's gasket maker. This one resists oil. I like it a lot better. High temps, 110 race gas, high speed jumps. That's what we need. Hot rod, 110, 143. So if B is watching, I'm going to open up your gasket maker that you got with your engine kit and slap a little on the seal, one-handed. It fits pretty good in there. I had to knock it out. I'm just putting a little sealant on it as a precaution. It said in the instructions, it suggested some sealant on the seal. There's Etard. Etard in the house.
Got flaked on, man.
He didn't show up.
No.
So yeah, it said to put some sealant on that sight glass, but in the instructions it showed the sight glass not installed. So I didn't know if it was an updated kit where they installed it. Apparently it wasn't. It just pushed into place. So we're gonna fix it up. And this is difficult. Everything I've done is one-handed.
You got your camera right now.
Cameraman's here.
As soon as I get this biscuit in my belly.
Didn't even buy me a biscuit. Sad about.
I was going to ask you. I figured you done went to Huddle House or something.
I was headed to Hungry House, but I went to the car wash instead.
Hungry House?
We got 3 people watching. One of them's you. Now I got 4.
So you can't just push that sight seal in and
Well, it was pushed in before.
why is it leaking then?
It was kind of crooked.
They put it in crooked?
I was wondering if I need to sand this paint down.
It was already in there, wasn't it?
Oh, it fits kind of loose actually. Now that I set it back down in there.
Sealer on that bad boy. JB Wilder in.
I mean, it's got to be loose because it leaks while it's sitting in my Jeep.
Really?
And just sitting there with no crankcase pressure. So to answer your question that you asked a while ago, no, I don't think it's the crankcase pressure because it just sits in the Jeep and pours oil. But I just set it down in there and it is really loose. So now I got to clean it back up because I dropped it. Sorry for the roaming around the shop here.
Did you ever talk to dude about that 600?
I messaged him.
Offering.
I don't know what
asked
to
him if he
offer.
would, sell it, and he goes, man, you know me, everything for sale. I was like,
Hey, that's not a bad idea. Thimble full of brake fluid in your oil. That reminds me, I was thinking when you said that of gas mixed with oil. But me and Etard went and got a Ninja 250 back before we had the cart. And we brought it home, tried to get it running, just on starting fluid, spraying it in the carburetors, and it wouldn't fire for nothing when it started leaking. So I looked at it, decided to check the oil. It was completely full. The guy said when we bought it, he said the engine flooded and I just parked it. So me being an engine guy, I figured it flooded and maybe fouled a plug. Well, we took the oil cap off. The engine was completely full all the way to the top with gas and oil mixed. It's the worst case I've ever seen of a carburetor float sticking and filling up a crankcase. I'm trying to flip y'all around so y'all can get a view of Batman. Dude, I was watching a video the other day and you have this exact same shirt. I know this isn't your shirt.
yep.
Because
we got it for Christmas.
Because this shirt barely fits me.
Yeah, mine's a large. I mean, it still looks like
this is like a medium.
Yeah, but mine looks like a medium on me.
But yeah, Batman's in the house.
Dad was having a bunch of work done at that duplex today. Those electricians didn't show up today.
Alright, let's get this sealant going. Omega Gray. Your dad was in here a while ago.
Yeah, that's what we're good. I was trying to get a shout out. Nobody shout me out.
I didn't see it. I didn't read the comments. I just now got, I thought I could see the comments on the TV, but I can't get them to pop up.
You should. I don't know. It's different on each platform, I'm pretty sure. Those Briggs and Stratton carbs with the
It's on here.
electric cylinder and fuel valve will flood engines like that. I like
Yes.
your shirt.
Yes, they will flood. Those solenoids will also send you down a long, hard road of trying to find out why your engine won't run. Because if they lose power to that solenoid.
Oh, he's waiting for his exhaust on that one.
On the 70? Yeah, he wants to paint the engine. And he's waiting on the exhaust. And we might need to clean that carburetor.
Is that high temp paint?
I doubt it.
Like on bubble?
I doubt it. It'll do just like this did. Fall right off. Had to use Simple Green today. It didn't do as good.
Don't show him my bike.
You got your bike loaded up?
Mm-hmm.
We're ready to ride.
Aaron's at school.
Aaron's at school. Get to work, son. Get to work.
That's what's up.
We got.
That's a loyal subscriber right there tuning in from school.
At least we know he ain't freaking shooting schools up. He's too busy watching YouTube.
There you go.
What about all these school
Or at least
shootings?
going to school.
What the heck? Yeah, you got one up on some of us.
What's up, Aaron?
Be right back.
No, if I hear somebody text me on that bike, I'm gone. I gotta go. I gotta go get some money today.
Trying to make me a tripod.
It's here. Let me. Well, there you go. It's child support day. Good day, guys. As bad as I hate to say that. Boys gotta make some money today.
The only thing that sucks is if I put the silicone on there, it needs 24 hours to cure. I don't have 24 hours.
Let's think of this. Where's the JB Weld at?
JB Weld is the key to life.
I was gonna bring that Honda Bond, but it's the same thing, same way.
That's basically what we got there is generic.
I'll just
Honda
Mega Blue. Uncured sealant causes skin irritation. I'm sure.
Yes, it does.
12 to 24 hours on that one.
We only have 12 to 24 hours, sir.
Is that all the oil that come out of your bike?
No. So, that's half of that's my oil. The other half come out of the 70.
I was about to say, that's a lot. It looks like a lot of oil in that, don't it?
That's 2 bikes.
Oh, okay.
2 bikes worth. I like my little tripod.
Bojangles gravy tastes like heaven. No.
Shout out to Bojangles.
Looking good at duplex.
Looking good at the duplex. What are they doing over there?
Well, he had vinyl guys out yesterday. Everything, a full. That's one thing about Dad. When he does something, he does it
Complete.
the way it's supposed to be from the start to the end.
Yeah.
But I'm talking. It was an old duplex, and he. One guy said he's rolling out to his father-in-law's house, but he's still listening. That's what's up.
That's what's up.
Loyal.
Sorry for the dead zone. I'm looking for some sealant.
But he's had the floor, like all the foundation repaired, and the floors jacked up, and all the sheetrock stuff pulled out, and the whole place rewired, and he's got vinyl siding guys up there, and electricians are supposed to be finishing all that stuff up. I'm not sure if I think he put a new roof on that one. He put a new roof on the one down here. So he's got it going on up there.
Well, Sean would be upset if he knew it had vinyl guys up there.
Right. Well, the vinyl guys gave him a good deal because I did other work for him, I think, for sure. Anybody in Knoxville looking for a place to rent? Want a brand new duplex? Holla at me.
I bet everybody that worked on it gave him a good deal, or they wouldn't be there working.
No.
He's a businessman.
Mm-hmm. I wish some of the stuff he did up there. WV Motard in the house.
WV.
So morning, boys.
I'm fixing to go ride. Hopefully.
I wish WV Motard is at work. I wish I was, honestly, because then I'd be making some money. I got some dirt bikes and scooters for sale. Hopefully some people come through today.
Need to sell that generator we got.
Yep, we also got a 1000cc generator. That would be an awesome motor if you could get somebody to machine that, take the shaft down.
That could be an awesome motor if somebody needed one in the generator.
Or you have to, the generator's blown up and you need a generator motor. The
The
generator part don't work, does it? It's just the motor, right?
Just the motor.
But it's electric
got
start.
8 hours on it.
The motor's only got 8 hours.
Yeah.
Is it Generac or what is it?
Generac.
Generac 1000cc.
20 kW. But the stator's fried in it. It got something flew into the stator while it was running.
The delayedness kills me.
It does. I can't.
Why ain't it like dead on?
I can't watch it.
It's because YouTube's making sure you don't say nothing inappropriate and they'll yank your stuff off the channel.
They will.
They'll yank your live off.
I want to get some trollers in there.
Anybody that's in here, check out WV Motard's page, man. Oh, let me just show y'all. Oh, my keys are in my truck. I'm charging the camera. But I was going to show you my WV Motard keychain. I haven't lost my key since I got that keychain because it's a little bigger. Love it.
Dead.
Huh?
The live stream dead.
No, it ain't. There's people in here. Yeah, man, I love that keychain. If it was any smaller, I wouldn't like it as much. I like it big. Lay that bad boy down, you spot it from anywhere in the room. You'll see back here. Let me get my hand over there. Oh, I'm looking in the camera like I can actually look 70 over there. That's what she said. I don't even know what I said, but yeah. Oh, because it's big.
Because it's big.
I don't even know what I was saying. I'm over here just destroying Billy's live stream, guys.
That's okay. They're just watching me walk around the shop.
Hey, it's all right. I'm over here narrating. All right, so he's looking for something.
This is the
A 10 millimeter.
No, I found a 10 millimeter first thing, believe it or not.
What are we looking for now?
Some kind of sealant that's going to seal.
Guys, do y'all know what kind of sealing out there will seal this crankcase sock glass
Today,
quick? I told him JB will. That's the only thing I know. You ain't never taken the sock glass back out, so it don't matter if it's permanently in there. Huh?
I wouldn't have took it out this time if it was sealed.
Is the seal bad?
No.
Well, Dad, I hope those people, he said Flex Seal, laugh out loud. Take one of them Flex Seal tapes and slap it on the side of it. Shoot. That's what's up, dudes, a Flex Seal. I seen that they did a Flex Seal, what was it, a rock crawler?
Really?
Did you see that?
Wait.
But the only thing that they did was the only thing they did to it was put a row bar on the top and then use this Flex Seal stuff to put the row bar on. And I'm thinking that's not holding that thing together. All y'all did is added a row bar to it.
I seen the duct tape.
Fan said black silicone for oil.
Yeah,
We got all kinds of stuff like this stuff and what else? What's that other
We
stuff?
got Mega Gray and Mega Black.
We got Mega Gray, Mega
Blue.
Black, and Mega Blue. But it all says it takes 24 hours to cure, and he's trying to ride today.
Maybe riding a bicycle. Go get
He said it keeps the boat from sinking. That's true. He did cut a hole in the middle of it and flex seal
Put
it
that
back
screen
together.
on the bottom of
I'd like
the
to be that guy. Hey, it's Eric here with Flex Seal. I'm going to show you how to fix an oil leak on a KLX 110. Wham! Done! I'd sell 100,000 of them. Everybody'd be getting it. WV Motard said if you can't duck it, then fuck it. That's hilarious. That's a good sticker. That's a real good sticker. Hey, WV Motard. Oh, your boy's got a let go hit. Ah, come on, people. Oh, there we go. They're out there doing that siding today. Oh man, that looks good. Dad, is it gray? What is that, Billy? Is that gray? That looks good though. Looks way better than that wood stuff that was on there. That scaffolding, I would not in my life get on that scaffolding. He has lost his mind. Check this scaffolding out. It's crazy. You see that? It's just two ladders, man. Seriously, then the top flips out and you walk on a walkboard. It's gonna look good. That looks good though. That white vinyl windows with the gray. Right? Yeah, my dad's getting some vinyl put on his duplex up in Knoxville today. What was I gonna say? Oh, WV Motard. I was watching, I pulled up a video yesterday of dirt bike fails, and I was sitting there watching it and I was like, wait a minute, I've seen this before. And it was you. You made the video. He gave you a little credit up the side of the screen over here. But it was you on the video. You were getting pulled by somebody and you hit that parking curb with your leg. I thought it broke your leg in half. I was upset. Moto Madness. Yeah, man. You made a Moto Madness video. That's legit.
That's big time.
Yeah, dude. It had a bunch of views on it. Or have you even recovered from that yet? I'd have been done for years. You have several on there? That's what's up, man. He needs to like shout you out on there. Well, I guess he don't do shout outs. He just does fail videos and stuff.
Tell them to watch our videos. They got plenty of fails.
Yeah, there's all kinds of fails on our stuff. Billy doing like 30 up a hill and eating it. Dead stop.
Nose dive.
Yeah. And then that one where you went out and did that flip down that hill climb. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and check that video out of the bruise. I don't even know if I want to see it, man. Hey, the video the other day that I posted, Superfly fell when I'm walking across that seat belt.
Oh my God.
Oh my goodness, it left a nasty one on my inner thigh. That's awesome, man, that they actually try to get a hold of you instead of just putting your video out there. That'd be sweet. I'd be like, shoot, yeah, use it. My first video I ever posted on YouTube was me wrecking the dirt bike. Oh, everybody's going to leave. New from Redbeard's garage. It just popped up.
Nice seeing y'all.
Did you see him riding that Coleman yesterday? Him and Lonnie, their heads sticking out of the roll bars.
Yeah.
Like for real, like giraffe.
Yeah.
But that's made for a little. It's made for a little.
It's a tiny car.
Did you put it back in? What'd you do? You didn't even tell us. He just skipped right over, guys.
Well, I was listening. What I done here was put some PVC glue on it.
Look at it, you can see, and this floor's flat. PVC glue?
PVC glue. Because it fits in there pretty tight, and I just need something to hold it in there where it needs to be. So I'll put some PVC glue, which dries in about 15-20 minutes.
That'll work.
And if that don't work, we'll be JB welding it.
I'm glad we still got one motor together when we can see how to put my other one back together.
That's going to be a nightmare.
I know, but it's going to be awesome. Because she'll be a 4-speed.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that.
Then we'll be doing a motor swap. There was one hell of a deal last night on Craigslist up in Knoxville. 300EX for $250. I sent it to you.
Yeah, I see.
Did you see that? Dude. That's $800 all day, is it not?
Yep. Head bolts are still torqued. The spec.
You didn't let me do my...
Give me a click. Yeah, guys, this is gonna work. Everybody cross your fingers.
It'll
You'll
work.
see me flying later.
It'll work.
We're gonna go live from the somewhere. From the track. Chattanooga Motocross.
Are they even open?
What's the date?
Today is...
B, this oil was totally here when I got here.
23rd. 23rd.
I like it. I need to also find my little clutch mechanism that fell out.
Oh yeah, I was Googling MX. What's it called? I thought it was like North Star or something. Chattanooga MX, is that what you said?
Yeah. Alright guys, I'm gonna throw it back together and put it on the truck, and we'll be seeing y'all from the trails very, very soon. Like in about an hour or two. We'll probably go live again once we get out there.
Well, they got their phone number shut off.
Thanks for coming in, guys. We're gonna go throw this thing together and hit the trails. Thanks for coming in and saying hey, WV Motard. Love the keychain. Keep it on my scooter so I can keep up with it. Peace, guys. Y'all be safe.